Hello, everybody. How's it going? Man, it's gonna be a brilliant night here. Welcome to the sportiest stream. It's nice to see you all. Oh boy, we have two series tonight, and both of them will be featuring Benevolent Esports' Team Chronos. But both these series have different dynamics to them, both have different meanings for being here, but both should be exciting. We'll start off with Chronos as they play against Strikes of Chaos Scarlet. We'll go on to see them play their Blackline Championship Series matchup against Zevo Gravity Base. Again, matches here with a good amount of that should have a good amount of impact on each other, as these teams are fighting. You know, these teams are gonna fight it out, duel it out to see which one's better. This first match is a show match, however, so again, we might see some unique strategies pulled out here in show matches, especially for Chronos. They're going to be using this match more as a warm-up than as a competitive series. They don't have to win this series. This series is not matter in the overall scheme of things, but still winning it would be fun, especially since one of the players on Chronos, Bloodwolf, has some history with the Knights of Chaos, the organization that hosts Strikers of Chaos Scarlet. He was on a Knights of Chaos team beforehand. I believe he was on Crimson. Now he's playing for Benevolent. He's playing against Mayhem. So that'll be Mayhem, the owner of the Knights of Chaos organization. I'm sure this will be an interesting matchup going up against some friends of his here. Because again, this series is more of like a warm-up for what's to come, as Chronos then have to play against Zero Gravity Base, and that match will matter. That will be in the Blackline Championship Series, Prospect Series. It'll be Week 5. It will be a match that will maybe shake up the seedings a little bit, or maybe not, depending on how the results go. As these teams are trying to get ready, starting to... I think they're itching to play. As again, they're both just... they're going to get that info soon enough. They're going to get themselves getting into the series. I mean, it's a big matchup. Seen at Strikers of Chaos Scarlet, this version at least, on the stream before, but that was many weeks ago. And now, obviously, in this one, they originally were supposed to have a Skyward Series matchup, but their opponent forfeited, and so they got a show match instead. Again, big thanks to Mayhem, Bloodwolf, and Spyro for all helping me with organizing this. As I believe the Strikers Against Scarlet team will be Mayhem, Flips Litterson, and Meatman playing tonight. Unless something changes again. These are show matches, so these teams, these lineups do not have to fully be the correct ones, but of course, I would expect to see a lot of the same players. I know for a fact that Chronos are probably not going to get any outside sources. They're probably going to keep those same players that are playing tonight. You don't generally see teams before in show matches before actual series doing some weird things with the doing weird things here. With the lineups, but again, anything's possible. As both these teams, I think they're about ready to get themselves started in soon. Hello, Bloodwolf, there you are. Give me some confidence before the matchup. Oh, you're doing well. As I was going to get the info out to both these teams again for Benevolent. Chronos, they have to play 2 matches tonight. Well, they don't have to. They don't have to play this match, but they're going to play 2 matches tonight. This will be the first one. Then there'll be one immediately following. Well, it'll be an hour after this one's start time. Again, the first one for it's just a show, an on-stream show match. The second one in Blackline. As a prediction poll, it should be made shortly here. For you guys to predict on who you think will win it. Again, the teams are Benevolent, Team Chronos, and Strikers of Chaos Scarlet. As Lexi coming in with the Prime sub, thank you so much, Lexi, means a lot. I just literally I chatted you right before the series. How are you? I know you're doing well. Again, thanks for the sub there, the Prime sub means a lot. Thank you guys. Much love, much support. And every little bit matters. Because now that both teams have the info, we can get the series started up pretty soon if the teams join early enough. But again, the match time expected to be in about 3 minutes from now. Oh, thanks, Lexi. That actually melts my heart. My goodness, that. You guys are making me blush, and we're not even in the series. You're making me blush. Someone said a water break. I think it was Rebel. Yeah, it was Rebel. Oh, Rebel's here. By the way, before I tell you this thing is not water. This is lemonade. This is lemonade. This is like the dirtiest looking water ever. It's lemonade. Hello, Rebel. Yes, I see you with the notice me's. Nice. There you go. Yes, that is lemonade, not water. Still does the same thing. Unless you really want me to get water, in which case I can go get some. There we go, everything. Now, Rebel is now spamming. Rebel is now spamming points. You might want to save that to predict on the series. Oh no, I don't know. I'm not gonna choose for you. Again, it's nice to see as a Chronos get on the stream over and over again. It's always nice to see them here supporting this stream. They always do so well. And we're just making sure that both teams can get their full lineups in on time. The series will be a best of 5. For anyone wondering, so first to win 3 games will take the series. For Benevolent, the question is how hard are they going to push for this? My assumption is they're going to put a lot of effort into this series. Again, I know Bloodwolf probably would love to beat Mayhem right now. That would be pretty fun for him. I'm sure, and I'm sure he'd also like to get himself, a really good start, get himself some confidence to go into the second matchup, the one that actually matters in terms of leagues. Obviously, this matchup matters. It matters in my heart, okay? It matters in my heart. As Benevolent will have their second matchup against Zero Gravity Base. Should be a pretty close one. They are both in Black Line. And they're both not too far separated, although Benevolent is the best team in their league right now, just based on game differential. That's what separates them from the teams that are at the same record as them in Black Line. But again, this matchup doesn't matter how good you are in Black Line. You get your whole lineup ready for this one. As now we wait on Strikers of Chaos Scarlet to join. As again, as soon as they do join, we'll get this series underway. But yeah, I'm excited for this series. This series should be good. It should have a lot of fun in it. I'm expecting pretty solid gameplay. Both these teams aren't that far separated based on ranks. Both of them are around D3C1. And the second series should also be pretty close. Again, around D3C1. For ranks. I know a lot of people ask about ranks in series. Well, there you go. There's the ranks, although I'm sure a lot of you know what the ranks of Scarlet are. Having known the players on Scarlet. But, again, this is for the Prospect series in Black Line. As... Hello there, Tame and Rock. How you doing? Welcome, man. Welcome. Yeah, we're just waiting for this, for everybody to be ready to jump into our first series of the night, which is Benevolent team of Chronos and Strikers of Chaos Scarlet. This will be a show match. And Benevolent, they'll be playing, after this series, they'll be playing in Black Line against Zero Gravity Base. A series that could affect their season, especially if they lose. If they win, it will only make their current grip of the first seed even stronger. Our teams are trying to catch up to them. I believe they're only leading by just 2 games. Yeah, they're only leading by 2 games. And against second place and 3 against third. So, matches like these, you don't really get to look into teams and how they warm up, but trust me, it can be a very intricate process. Just again, now we're just making sure that Mayhem can join in. It will give him some time after this start time to get his full team ready. As yeah, I do again. I know Benevolent's in. Of course they're here. Obviously they are ready. They're an hour before the series. That's generally when a lot of teams like to start their real specific pre-match warm-ups. It's about an hour before. Yes, hello Spyro. How's it going? Oh, it's going well, man. And a great week when it comes to commentary, and we still have a ton of things going on the weekend, but I mean, I got your 2 matches tonight. Thank you so much for agreeing kind of late on the, kind of late, you know, I asked you about that match only like a few hours before your Blackline match, and you're like, yeah, sure. So, of course, we are, again, waiting on Mayhem to join, and the rest of Scarlet. Again, making sure that we can get everything set up. Again, I know Chronos is in there. I see them in the lobby. Still have no signs of Scarlet, but it's an excuse. I see, Spyro. I see how it is. Yeah, I mean, maybe you gotta do it more often then. You struggle with that for some reason. That happens. Some people are just late. Blood Wolf, getting wild this weekend. I don't like it that you said it like that. But yeah, I got some pretty crazy matches. Do you want me to hear about what I got on the weekend? I can tell you what I currently got planned for the weekend, and it might update as well. Going to parties? No, I'm not going to parties. What kind of person do you think I am? I don't go to parties. But I do have a lot of commentary stuff. Saturday I got one at 2 p.m. and one at 9 p.m. They're all Eastern, by the way. And on Sunday I got a match. I'm actually playing it on 7 p.m. Although I don't believe that's going to be streamed. And then I have commentary at 10. So that should be fun. As here they are, they're jumping in. Let's get ourselves ready. Game 1 of this best of 5 series. I just saw Mayhem. Just gave me a quick message. Hey, I'm joining. So now everybody is ready. And there's the roster that I expected. Mayhem, Flip, and Meatman. They're ready. Again, it's the best of 5 series. The first of 2 tonight for Benevolent Chronos. And taking show matches like these before your series can be a bit of a risk. A loss here can maybe put their momentum, put their confidence at a bit of a downslope, but a win that can only make them play better. Again, it's Team Chronos who will be on the blue for both matches tonight. The orange in this one will be Strikers Scarlet. And again for Chronos, again, this is just a show match. There is nothing on the line for both these teams, no money. Although I would love to do money show matches at some point in the future, but there's no money on the line here for both these teams. Just playing for it. Just for pride, I think. And really for, I think, a lot of these teams, because there is someone on both these teams that is on Knights of Chaos. Obviously, the whole Scarlet roster is on Knights of Chaos, but on Benevolent Chronos, Blood Wolf is also on Knights. Was a member of Strikers of Chaos Crimson back in the Indie Gaming League. Got to see that team about like a million times during the regular season, and even in the playoffs. Well, they did fall out kind of early. Now in Blackline, trying to see if Chronos can keep claim of that first spot, but Mayhem here will get a goal. This show match starting off well for the Scarlet roster, as you can see they're jumping up higher than Chronos is. Benevolent Chronos, I find that a lot of times they're just sitting grounded. They're watching the play as it dazzles over their head. Scarlet put one in the back of the net there. An early 1-0 lead. Now up is Flip, misses this. Mayhem towards the back wall. Flip Citizen doesn't get the contact. Chronic to clear. And Meatman to follow. Benevolent Chronos with some space. Blood Wolf to flick past Meatman in the corner, but Flip Citizen reads himself. The Chronic towards the corner. And maybe looking for a pass in front for Spyro, but that one's off target. Is Meatman now with the air dribble attempt, looking to go forward, and he passes it in. I thought he actually got a pass off there, but no, Meatman did this entirely by his own doing. Went up to himself, and he gets the second touch enough to get that one over Spyro. As he can't get back in time. Meatman covered up that dunk option, so that Spyro had to go off to his back wall, and in that position, it's just too difficult for him. Striker Scarlet now lead 2-0 in game 1. Mayhem. Dribble out, but Blood Wolf will follow through, and right now Scarlet winning the midfield. This team, who many of you will know for their current ventures in the Skyward series. And I believe in the Scarlet series they have a pretty good record as well. I believe they're after week 7 they might be I couldn't tell, but I believe that after week 7 they're going to be 4-3. As a miss here from Mayhem. Gonna lead this roster to a fun victory tonight. Again, their original series was cancelled due to a forfeit. So they grabbed up a new one. Still on the stream again. The commitment from Knights of Chaos here. Always notice and always thanks. Big shout outs to them. You can always find Knights of Chaos in the description of this Switch VOD and my Twitch channel. Meatman with a long shot, a Chronic up early. But there's no follow-up here. The strikers miss this one. Flips Litterson off to the back wall. The net is looking open, but Bloodwolf will get the touch away. Scarlet sat back pretty far there. I think it was really a boost thing for them, having to get back for a boost. This one, eludes Flips Litterson. He didn't read the bounce so well. So he's going to go for a demo on Spyro. Meatman. Bloodwolf tapped out by Mayhem. Shot towards the net. Shot will go in. Strikers of Chaos Scarlet now make it free as they once again find ways to break through this benevolent Team Chronos defense. They have to put one poppet right behind the defensive lines. And for this Scarlet team, filled with many recognizable names to a Knights of Chaos fan, you got Meatman, who I believe last time he was playing, he played on Emerald, who in the last season of Indie Gaming League, I believe they made top 4. Someone could definitely prove me wrong. They made top 4, I believe. Right? I'm not. You guys, correct me if I'm wrong. It's been a long time since Indie Gaming League. And then obviously there is. Again, I talked about Meatman on. Yeah, I want to talk about Flips Litterson being one of the players of the previous Scarlet roster. Obviously, that roster is. That roster is now obviously this group, as well as 2 other players not playing. Those other 2 players are Lexi and Rebel, who I believe are in chat tonight. As now saved from Mayhem. I haven't talked about Mayhem all that much. Not the same kind of history as these 2 players has. Being the owner of Knights of Chaos, he hasn't played a ton for them, but decided to join the Scarlet roster for Skyward, and he's definitely made an immediate impact. Being the natural team leader he is. Scarlet, the 3-0 lead in Game 1. They've not let anything through them just yet. Flips Litterson punch his way through the midfield, but Spyro to answer back. Drop down to a Chronic. Shot is not on target. Follow-up not made either. Bloodwolf off the back wall. Second touch. Doesn't read this one. And Meatman will dribble it out. We'll get a pinch too. And just like that, Scarlet on offense. The net now lurking, but a Chronic clears it away. And he has a full tank of boost to use. Bloodwolf an option in the midfield, but can't get enough control on the ball to get it to where he wants it. A double commit from Chronos. And Scarlet will get a goal from that one. Meatman from midfield. And sometimes the goals just go in. This is definitely one of those cases. As for whatever reason, that goal finds its way into the back of the net. A great goal for here from Scarlet. They now leave 4. And now I think it's virtually impossible for Chronos to get back. Mayhem. Oh, he misses this one. Meatman is going to take a dribble instead. He'll make it 5. And Scarlet are not letting up this pressure at any point. They've now made it 5 goals for themselves. As they continue to pummel down Benevolent Chronos. This one 50-50's out to Mayhem. Mayhem. Dirt long. Scarlet just doing everything right this game. They have the pressure, they have the poise, they have the shooting, and their defense, well, you haven't mentioned it, has been strong in that midfield. Mayhem, maybe looking to make it 6, but Bloodwolf collect. Chronos, a bad start to the day, but that's why you have warm-up series. Now, though, can they find a way to maybe get themselves a little bit back in this series? Scarlet will take Game 1. Then it's first to win 3 here in these best of 5s. Game 2. We're starting soon as for Scarlet. You know, maybe they're using a bit of that anger as well for not playing the series tonight. I mean, they do get it as a forfeit, so I guess it's not all bad. I'm sure they would have loved to have played against their scheduled opponents. But again, unfortunately for them, you know, life just said no. Life ran in the way. The opponents could not make it here. As both teams will just make sure that they're going to be ready soon enough to get themselves in for our next series. Our next series, well, our next game. I'm not thinking correctly. Strikes against Scarlet now with a 1-0 lead against Benevolent Chronos. Chronos are going to see if they can continue to add continue to try to maybe try to pull back. But last game it went out of their hands. Very quickly. This game they need to be able to keep themselves together, pull it a little bit, and start to force Strikers of Chaos Scarlet to budge. Bloodwolf. They go for the second touch towards the net. He misses this one, but a good idea. The shot's just not good enough. A Chronic will be joining. Looks like a Chronic didn't join on time, but this game will continue going. Both these teams seem like they're not really too phased. They just want this game to get going against the Showmatch. It doesn't matter. We're just gonna have a game 2 continue on as normal, even with a Chronic jumping in well past that start time. Now Benevolent with actually all 3 players, and they will get scored on as Strikers of Chaos Scarlet keeping up with what they left off with on game 1. As Mayhem, he'll find a play through, and I really like that challenge from Meatman. You may not notice it so much, but that challenge forced the flick out, and that allows Mayhem to have a free touch that he can put on target and get that goal. Scarlet. A great start here, but off the kickoff, Meatman gets back to make the save. Spyro dunked out by Mayhem. And up here quickly is Flip, but he misses. Bloodwolf on target, saved away by Meatman. Next got Scarlet keeping themselves strong. Again, they haven't played tons of defense, but as the series goes on, they're gonna have to play more and more. I doubt that any game will be as easy as it will look as easy as game 1 will be. Mayhem misses this, but so does Bloodwolf. Scarlet continuing to win challenges in that midfield. Meatman will allow Spyro to clear, but Flip Slitterson get the shot. No, it will be cleared away by Spyro. Mayhem. The second touch, but he misses this one. Bloodwolf dropped down to a Chronic. A touch from Flip Slitterson. And again, Striker Scarlet break through that defensive side of Chronos, looking a bit brittle here. It just seems like one challenge goes against them and everything crumbles. And Spyro now trying to get a pinch past Mayhem, but once again, Scarlet on top of it. Meatman with a flick shot, saved away by Spyro plays. Flip Slitterson collects this, but players challenging him. Bloodwolf gets a shot credit for that one, but it was never going to go in. Mayhem. Early challenge from Spyro can maybe push him back, but once again, this midfield, Scarlet just seems to have a bit of a better presence there. Meatman beats past 2. No touch on the third as Spyro gets that ball out, but again, a challenge from Scarlet. Count how many times Scarlet wins a challenge in the midfield. Meatman looking for Mayhem, but a misplay. Flip Slitterson needs to be careful. That one will go past him. A Chronic misses the ball entirely. And Benevolent Chronos, if there was ever a good opportunity to get a counterattack, that would have been it. Still a chance. A Chronic will score, though. They missed their golden opportunity, but they made it up with this one. As they tie this game up, a Chronic wins the 50-50 over Mayhem, and he dunks him as well. Gets so much power on that one that Flip Slitterson cannot react. Rex Scarlet now with a bit of adversity that they have to face against. They have not enjoyed that same amount of offense as they had in game 1. But still, man, they're gonna just quick to get the lead right back. Man. Off the kickoff. Unbelievable play here from him. And that's exactly everything you want your first man to do. You want them to play aggressive. You want them to challenge aggressive early. You want them to make that last line of defense feel nervous. And I mean, just gonna go on top of it, I guess, as well. You don't generally always see your first man be the one to score, unless it's a solo play. Well, in that situation, it's just a dunk. Impressed by his ability to get that. Bloodwolf downfield, Flip Slitterson to save. A Chronic on net. Meatman to get the pressure away, and Mayhem waited for that challenge. It's going to go off his team's back wall. It was dangerously almost dropped its way in. Bloodwolf cross. Meatman Up for Mayhem, and that one gets through Spyro! Meatman and Mayhem connect with a great passing play, and strikes to kill Scarlet just like that. They have insurance as Mayhem jumps almost immediately as Meatman makes that touch. He gets that one, slides it past Benevolent's back line. Strikes to kill Scarlet, now lead by 2. Mayhem, the corner, will take that boost as well, but he's demoed by Spyro. All that boost for and to get demoed. We'll go back to 33. Mayhem was actually looking for a Flip Edison on that play, and Flip, I don't think he expected that kind of a pass from him. It's pretty impressive accuracy, but Mayhem with a massive dunk, and we've seen a couple of lows here from Scarlet. Using plays like those dunks to keep that possession in that offensive half, and they get more chance against Chronos. As Flip Edison now off the back wall, looking to demo a Chronic, misses that one, and a Chronic will get a clear out one-on-one with Meatman, but Meatman wins. And Benevolent Chronos just seem like they're right now a bit lost. They really can't win these challenges easily. But now it's back. Flip Edison waiting. Spyro tried to fake him, but Flip Edison will jump over him. Gets demoed in the process, but enough to get the ball away. A Chronic one-on-one play. Mayhem again jumping early. Checks Scarlet with chances. A Meatman will jump it through, and Mayhem will get an assist on top of that one. Meatman will find his way through the defense as Mayhem didn't really have much of a play there, but Meatman just dribbles it around Bloodwolf. Mayhem, if he needed him, could have been a demo player as well. Scarlet getting the opportunities, and they're not missing them either. Another game where it looks like they're going to have a pretty good win. Mayhem. Potential pass in front. Flip Edison off the corner in front for Meatman to shoot. Deflected out. Scarlet. The whole possession is Flip Edison. Back pass to Mayhem. Mayhem's now has to chase down Bloodwolf. Doesn't get the dunk on him here, but enough to put Bloodwolf away from thinking about getting a second challenge. Benevolent Chronos looking to see if they can get one goal to just take away with them. They've been kept dry for a while in this game. As Mayhem looking for a dunk, Spyro to clear it out. Meatman looking for one more goal for Scarlet in game 2. Free flip, can't read it. A Chronic though will dribble it, popped up by Bloodwolf. Kept up by Chronos. A miss there though. Scarlet take game 2. They're only one away from winning in a sweep in this show match. Could be a quick start to our day. As Scarlet once again putting their assurance in that they are a true top tier team right now. Go to DFH Stadium. Chronos, remember, this is the best team in the Prospect Series of the Blackline Championship Series, and right now Scarlet taking care of business with them. Chronos now has to find some adjustments here. Again, it is a show match, so do not expect the same kind of level of play style from them. Expect them to elevate it when they play against Zero Gravity base, but still, if you're Chronos, you want to get wins and keep your confidence going. Well, Scarlet is taking it to them. Has only let in one goal past them. In Game 3, Scarlet could win the whole series here. Mayhem off the back wall. Drop down in front. Maybe Meatman can challenge, but a Chronic beats him to it. Chronic doesn't get the second touch. Bloodwolf misses. Flip Edison will shoot. Spyro gets a save. Bloodwolf. Nerve-wracking situation there as he misses that one in front of his own net. That was a point-blank shot from Scarlet. They could have converted on that. But alas, no goals yet for these teams. As now Chronos upfield. Pinched out. Spyro trying to control it. Take it to the sidewall, but early challenge from Meatman, and that will force Chronos back a little bit. Bloodwolf, though, well, one-on-one. Bloodwolf's known for his aerial game. You can see he's still very much utilizing that aspect of his play. And strikes Scarlet. Continue to look for those crucial challenges in the midfield. AM at dunk play, but a Chronic will still follow it up. Meatman. That one gets past the Chronic. Challenge on Bloodwolf. Bloodwolf out to Spyro. Spyro. Second touch, not on. And Mayhem misses this towards the net. It will go in. A Chronic will score. Benevolent Chronos have been looking for a lead for a while now, and they finally get one as Mayhem Misses that clear. He turned a little too far for himself. Didn't use enough power slide to get it. Is this C1, C2? Yes, our Auto Labs. This is Benevolent Chronos versus Chronos of Chaos Scarlet. You'll be seeing Benevolent Chronos play later tonight against Zero Gravity Base. Yes, that's Zero Gravity, our Auto Labs. Zero Gravity I haven't seen on stream ever since the end of IGL. As, oh my goodness, Flip Slitterson. My, what a... Oh my, Flip Slitterson. You're probably the best goal so far this series. He's got some glue on that hood. As he puts that one barring down, a perfect air dribble over the defense. Couldn't have asked for anything better from him. Flip Slitterson. Dribble. In front from Meatman. Almost another goal for them. Jessica Scarlet now with that goal under their belt. Looking for some punch up back. But right now, a breakout potential from Chronos, but Flip Slitterson off the corner. Infield for Mayhem. Mayhem with a fake on one. He'll leave the play. A Chronic with the whiff. Bloodwolf will cover his back, but a little bit of some errors here from Benevolent Chronos, and that will make the rotation too slow to break out. Scarlet, there are momentary times when the two of their players do leave for boost. Those are the times that Chronos need to use to get themselves some offense, but you can see as soon as Scarlet get themselves upfield, they don't give it up very easily. Flip Slitterson. The touch. A back pass. Meatman up early. The challenge now on a Chronic. A dunk play. One more on Spiral. Can't get it. It's a Chronic to the corner. Flip Slitterson. Pops in front for Mayhem to boom it down. Massive goal for Scarlet. We're just past halftime. And here is Mayhem bringing the fireworks. Bang. Right into the back of the net. Scarlet now lead 2-1. As they went down 1-0 early in this game, but they came back with a fury. They're still not done just yet. Last game it was close for a while, but as time went by, Scarlet added more goals, and eventually they made it too much for Benevolent Chronos to come back from. Mayhem and a Chronic both went for the challenge here. No challenges. Meatman gets past the Chronic. Gets a dunk on Bloodwolf too. Flip Slitterson. Gonna chase after this one. Out. Mayhem waiting. Mayhem downfield. He misses this one. You like the vision there from Scarlet. Looking for passing plays downfield. You don't see that often from teams who are playing like this. So many times it's just about getting good shots, but no, they're trying to look for each other as well. Meatman pinches it, rolls around the corner. Drop in front, a miss from a Chronic. And once again, it's Bloodwolf to hold that back line and get the ball out. Maybe a double tap. Oh, he got very close to hitting that one. Flip Slitterson beats two. Mayhem downfield looking for a demo. Flip Slitterson. Pass in front. Bloodwolf will read it again. The back line held by Bloodwolf. As Strikers of Chaos Scarlet, a lot more difficult to get a goal in this game because Bloodwolf is playing very solid. But still, they need a goal here, Chronos. Series could be over soon if they aren't able to find one. As we're in the final minute of Game 3, Scarlet now playing back on defense. Up is a Chronic. Meatman beats him to it. Bloodwolf. Meatman misses this. Spyro in the net. Chronos find the equalizer. And all it takes is one mistake here from Meatman, and Spyro will come in and clean up. Benevolent Chronos tie it up. It's Game 3. They need to win this one if they want the series to continue going. 50-50. Favors Benevolent Chronos as Spyro calls this one off the back wall. It's actually going to go towards the net. Flip Slitterson's up there in time. Meatman gets past a Chronic. This towards the net. Bloodwolf called on to produce the save. Is now downfield. Bloodwolf pops it up to the back wall. Meatman up early. And all these aerial plays from Bloodwolf getting stopped right now by Scarlet. But as long as they keep going for them, one will probably find its way to break through. They have that ability to do so. Meatman, clear upfield. A Chronic gets a touch. A retaliatory, though, from Flip Slitterson downfield. A demo as well we saw from Mayhem on Bloodwolf. And Scarlet now breaking out. Final seconds. Meatman towards the net. Bloodwolf keeps it down. Chronos. Will they just let this ball drop or will they end the game here? Meatman. Well, launches us upfield, but not high enough. We go to overtime in Game 3. As strikes against Scarlet now. 1 goal away. They were so close, they had the lead for most of this game, but in that final minute, Spyro plays found the equalizer. But still, Scarlet has a lot that they've proven so far. Chronos still unproven. Flip Citizen takes it off the back wall. Bloodwolf in, misses the target. Flip Citizen clears away. As now he jumps, he's forced to jump as well. Meatman can challenge in. And these plays where Scarlet has 2 players following up are just so good. Save in the line from Bloodwolf. He's denied Scarlet once again. Spyro, clear. Meatman looking to keep this offense in Scarlet's favor. Grabs a boost pad. Flick infield. Where's the challenge? It's from Mayhem. But Bloodwolf once again. Flips Litterson. Saved by Spyro. Plays starting to fall in place here for Scarlet. But no goals. Meatman. Flip resets. Flips Litterson with a dunk on Bloodwolf. Chronic's last one back. Gonna get harassed as well. As Scarlet challenges Hero. This one. Bloodwolf gets a touch over. Meatman towards the back line, off the crossbar. Mayhem looking for a pass in front, looking for a demo too, but no one was up from Scarlet. Mayhem, we haven't seen a ton of those demo plays from him, but they can work. Flip Citizen though, this one can't get saved by Bloodwolf. Finally, one will get past was the seemingly unbeatable defender. As Flip Citizen to do it. Strikes the chaos. Scarlet with a 3-0 sweep to start off tonight. Currently, we're on a streak of 3-0 sweep series. As Strikes the Chaos, Scarlet beats Benevolent Chronos. This will not be the last of Chronos tonight, but man, what an interesting match to start off with. And an interesting result as well, a 3-0 sweep. Strikes the Chaos, Scarlet came on and they immediately proved them their worth. Obviously, as time went on, it got closer and closer, but still, incredible performances from them. To be able to just win this in a sweep, take it in overtime as well. So many times you see teams, they go to that game and that decisive final game, and it's just too difficult for them. Well, anyways, a massive result. As man, what a matchup. Really, I mean, that was absolutely incredible. A massive performance from them. A 3-0 sweep win. As a result that they'll be happy with. But again, what a series. What a result. Tricks of Chaos with a 3-0 sweep. And the main game here, the 1v1 with me and Sporty. Oh, you want to challenge me on a 1v1? Well, that's not going to end off well. Also, I didn't see the water break. Have I kept C3? Buddy, I have not played Rocket League in forever. I hate to say this. Probably not. By the way, here's my, not my water, it's lemonade actually, but it's lemonade. You're gonna... Alright, Arado, that's an interesting choice of, words to say. I have no comments to that. What a win, though, from, this Chaos Scarlet team. You know, they weren't even supposed to have they were not supposed to play a completely different team tonight. But I'm so happy for that win, you know. They had that match taken away from them. It turned out to be a forfeit, but they kept their head up high. As I'm joining a call here with Scarlet. Hello, Scarlet team. Congratulations on your win tonight. What a result. In all honesty, a massive result for you guys. Mayhem, take me through kind of the whole story before this. Obviously, this is not the team you were meant to play, but you guys came out and showed up anyways.
Yeah, we just wanted to get a game in, and we haven't been able to get a lot of games casted through you recently, and we finally managed to get one, and just, the other team fell through, so we wanted to just take advantage of the opportunity and be able to still get on the big screen in the cast in the 40 universe.
The Sportyverse, you should call it.
Yeah.
And what's funny is I don't even watch Marvel. But yes, all matches are connected in some way or another. But yeah, again, a result definitely. Meatman, you came out. You guys played well in game one, but as it got further on in the series, you saw Team Chronos make adjustments. Is there anything you want to say? Kind of, how did you guys react to the growing pressure that your opponents were getting? I mean, they got one goal in game two, but in game three, they really, really fought against you all. But how did you guys continue to just be that better team?
We just had to remind ourselves to get focused.
Meatman, you're talking about the comms as well. Well, take me through what about the comms kept you guys going?
Just making sure, as far as positioning goes, and how much boost we had, just to make sure we're coordinated.
Hey, I mean, makes sense. You get good comms, you'll get good things going, and then flip splitters and tend enough. I mean, this matchup wasn't just just because playing against a team. You're playing against Bloodwolf as well. And Bloodwolf really wanted to make game 3 as long as possible. He kept denying everybody's shots, but finally one went through. And if I'm not wrong, you were the one to score, Flip Splitters. How do you feel finally being able to get that one and sweep Bloodwolf?
I have no feelings about sweeping Bloodwolf. It ain't about that. We just come out to play. Bloodwolf had a bunch of amazing saves. We were talking about that right before the last one went in. I think Mayhem said. Yeah.
I was like, yo, what the hell are these saves?
Yeah, no, Bloodwolf denied everything. I was so in shock because he just kept making save after save, and it seriously impressed me, but still gotta win. And I know, Matt, you're here as well. Is there anything you want to say kind of as a spectator of this game? As well, watching Scarlet on the stream and get a win. Sure, in the grand scheme of things, it isn't going to matter to like any league, but I'm sure it's a nice little confidence booster. Matt, you there? Did Matt mute himself?
Yeah, I thought I heard something.
Yeah, Matt said something, and then I think he just muted himself. Matt just muted himself.
I think I did.
No, you haven't muted yourself, man. You're fine. We can hear you now.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hello?
Hello?
Maybe he can't hear
He
us.
can't hear us.
His headset. I think his headset may have died
Oh,
now.
you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh wait, we hear
You
him.
hear
Cool. Can you hear us though?
Okay. They look like they're a more organized team the way I watch. I wasn't into VC.
I mean, yeah, but you joined in, you're watching, and you know what, you're here, so I might as well ask you a question. You said that Scarlet looks organized, and honestly, Scarlet, anything you want to say about your future matchups in the Skyward series? I mean, this week you got a forfeit, but I don't think it's going to be the same. It may not be the same thing next week. If I were to try to check up on what your matchup will be next week, I could probably find out what it is, unless you guys actually already know, which
I have no idea.
it's impressive, but I could find out what matchup you have. But as I kind of talk about it, you guys are going to be advancing a little bit further in those standings. You're not, it's been an interesting season for the Scarlet team. But again, you have one more matchup this season, and it will be against No Boost Specials. Anything you want to say about that one? That is Pozka's team, by the way.
Yeah,
that's Pozka's.
I know Poshka very well. Yeah, I've played against Poshka a few times now. Whenever we did the whole IGL thing, and so I think we're gonna have a pretty good match against them. We always do have a good time against Poshka. Poshka's one hell of a guy, good caster, and good friend of mine. So
yeah, Poshka's like the most chill dude I've ever met.
Oh yeah.
He is the most relaxed dude I've ever met. I don't know if you can get more chill than Poshka. He's more chill than the weather right now. It's like freezing in my room. I can't. How is it so cold? Anyways, again, congratulations on your win, though. And again, it's a fun show match. You get on stream again, and you really prove why you should be here more often. Again, congratulations. Have an amazing evening, everybody. Before we go, any shout-outs you want to make for any of you?
Yeah, just shout out to myself. I run the great organization. Most people, whenever I'm not on the stream normally, I don't do interviews and stuff typically. So but everybody's always like, "Yeah, shout out to Mayhem. He does a good job. Shout out to Let's Chaos, blah blah." Shout out to me, I guess.
I mean, if you weren't going to say it, I'm
shout out to
sure.
my team, though.
I was gonna say if you
played great tonight.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you weren't going to shout yourself out, I'm sure somebody else would have. So, just wanted to kind of win that. You know, those games are like people try to be the fastest selling, and even though it like really doesn't matter, I feel like that's kind of the game you're playing there.
Yeah.
But again, congratulations on the win. Have an amazing evening.
Hey, you're casting for us.
Oh, of course,
yeah,
it's my pleasure.
Shout out to Lexi. That's you
Yeah,
guys.
and Rebel too.
That's sporty.
Oh,
Everybody's
again. Yeah. You guys are shouting out specific people. Meatman's like, you know what? Shout out to everybody in the world. I don't care who you are. Everybody deserves one. Again, have an amazing evening.
Can't forget Jen.
Oh my goodness. Okay, you know what? You guys keep doing shout outs. I'll you guys seem to yeah, we could.
Nice chaos.
Yeah, just just shout out the whole org. Just shout out the whole org.
256 or so people, just list them all off.
Just gotta pull out that Christmas list.
You've been naughty. You've been nice. You get shouted out.
I can imagine that. I can imagine Mayhem looking at like a Santa list with like a Santa hat, and it's like Knights of Chaos and a split. Like good KOC members, bad KOC members, and he's like, okay, who do I shout out this time?
I definitely have a list, and I do not need to check it twice.
Again, have an amazing evening, everybody. I'm so happy that you guys got on stream. Well, that's it for that series. But don't worry, we'll have another one coming up very soon. If I were to go to our schedule page here, our next matchup, again, Benevolent, they're not done for the night. A tough first series, but lucky for them, that series doesn't matter for the Blackline Championship Series, because their next one will actually matter. It's going to be them versus Zero Gravity Base. A big match. And Jen, yes, I know your points. Thanks for reminding me. I'll make sure to do it for you. Do not worry. There you go. There's your points. Hopefully you guys are happy now. I know, I have a constant issue with forgetting about actually doing the point stuff, because I'm so engrossed in these interviews. They're fun. But again, I'm going to go take a quick break, but when I come back, there'll be Benevolent Team Chronos again, as they play against Zero Gravity Base. Oh, Rebel coming with the shout out as well, saying shout out Maddie in the highlight message. Shout outs to you, Maddie. I see. Hello there. Hey, it's Roy. It's Roy. How you doing, man? Nice to see you. How you doing? You doing well? Hopefully having a good time. When's the next game? It's about 20 minutes from now, but stick around for the pre-show. Trust me, there's some really fun opportunities for viewers in the pre-show if you want to see some fun things happen. Promise it will be worth it. How am I doing? I'm doing well. It's a chill Friday. Got all my schoolwork done as well, so that makes me happy. How are you doing? Hopefully you've got all your work done for the weekend to enjoy it. I know I'll be seeing you as well, it's Roy, on Sunday evening. I'm happy that you're jumping in. Again, enjoy it. We have one more series coming up tonight. It'll be Blackline as well. So yeah, that should be fun. I'm excited for the this next Blackline matchup. Wait, that's why you didn't even know I was hosting your game. You just joined. I don't know. Well, thank you for joining, man. But yes, I do have your game on Sunday. I'm hosting it at 10 p.m. Eastern. Can't wait to see you play, man. It'll be a good series. I hope it'll be fun. Hey, we're back, everybody. Thanks for sticking around with the Sportiest stream. One more series to go for the night's end. It's a big one. Let's talk about our previous match. Benevolent Esports, Team Chronos. They're here again, but they had a warm-up against Strikes Scarlet, and Scarlet really took the battle to them. You know, when it comes to warm-ups, usually the team that's taking the warm-up is the one that generally is more relaxed, more calm, but it was anything but that for Benevolent, as they had to contend with a lot of aggression against them. Scarlet just beat them over and over again in the air in those aerial challenges, and now, well, now that warm-up, they again have some time to relax, have some time to reset, and get themselves ready for what should be a good Blackline Championship Series matchup, as they're going to go against Zero Gravity Base in this matchup. We're in week 5 of their season, as this season, I believe it's a 7-week season, I could be wrong. Yeah, it's a 7-week season for these teams. Well, this is going to be a matchup that they're going to want to look at, and I think they've done their work for it. Again, they've warmed up, they have their lineup ready. This is I said that this is going to be the matchup that you might want to pay attention to here, because this one has a little more riding on it. The last one was just a show match. There was nothing on it. This one, it's for a league, and obviously with that said, there's league implications. As for Benevolent, they're currently the number 1 team in their league right now, 3-1, but there are 3 other teams with that same record. Yeah, just leading by game differential, though. 2 games more than the second place team, which is Breeze Hoplites, and then 3 games more than the third place team of the Powerpuff Girls. The other team that is 3-1 is Advision Esports. And so Gravity Base, though, not far behind. They're 2-2. As in this league of the Blackline Championship Series, there's 8 teams in it. In the Prospect League, only 6 of them will actually make it to the playoffs. Their Gravity Base currently number 5th on that board. They need to be a bit careful with their positioning, because they do have some this is not going to be easy for them. They do have some tough matches coming up. So as for Benevolent so far, the 3 teams they've beaten in this league have been Voyage, Mad Darkside, and Dusky Dads, who are currently sitting at 6th, 7th, and 8th place respectively. Their only loss this season came to Advision Esports, who's currently 4th. As I said, the team that has a 3-1 that doesn't have as good a game differential as 3 teams ahead of them, including Benevolent. But Benevolent here, a series like this can help really substantiate their positioning here, because their last 2 weeks are all going to go against the teams that are currently the top league. And in week 5 they have to play Base. In week 6 they have to play Powerpuff Girls. In week 7 they have to play Breeze. They've already played Advision, they lost to them, so getting a win against Base can help them here. You can beat the teams below you. You can beat the teams. You have a better chance of beating the teams above you. As I am getting messages from the teams that they're going to be a bit late here, but it's not an issue. Again, this is the last match of the night, so no plans after this. This one will be for Blackline, so again, you know, big matchup here in Blackline for the Prospect Series. Prospect Series, I haven't heard a lot of people talk about it, but I feel like it deserves a little more traction, because it's a great little division in this league. Pretty small too, only 8 teams, but these teams want to fight for a better future in the Blackline Championship Series. Who knows, maybe this will be the start of a team that can climb their way through the ranks. We'll see soon enough. As again, Benevolent Team Chronos, just saying they're going to be a bit late. Again, they're going to be a bit late, but they're still going to be within the time limits given to these teams, so not an issue there. For Zero Gravity Base, just making sure that I haven't heard from them, but it sounds like they'll be in here on time for this matchup, so I have to be waiting a little bit for Team Chronos, who I think is going to win. Ooh, that's a tough one, because on one hand, Benevolent Team Chronos is currently the number 1 team in their league, but on the other hand, the only teams they've beaten are the teams that are much weaker than them. Zero Gravity Base is an interesting team, because they're kind of the middle of the pack team. They're 2-2, they have an even record. It's a really tough. This could be a tough series to predict. I mean, we saw Chronos earlier today play against Scarlet. They did not look good against Scarlet. Scarlet beat them 3-0. Zero Gravity Base, they have their players, and I'm sure they're going to be getting themselves in here soon enough, but no, they have to be worrisome. Honestly, I'm not the best when it comes to predictions. You know what? If I had to make a prediction, I would think I would go actually with Zero Gravity Base. Chronos' last performance wasn't amazing from them. Now, to say that they're 3-1, they could very easily make that 4-1 today, if they are able to play really well against Base. But without Chronos played last series, and really the fact that the only teams they've beaten are the ones that are weaker than Base, I think that at the very least the matchup is going to be difficult for them. I could see Base winning this series. I could. I really, really could. But, you know, it doesn't matter about my predictions. It matters what happens on the field. As both teams trying to make sure they can get ready as soon as possible. I'm sure any Chronos fans who hear that are probably going to be a bit interested. I mean, why not? As, gotta get that prediction poll rolling around. I'm gonna delay it a little bit. So that's... I'm gonna delay it a little bit so that, we can wait a little bit and get it before match start time. But again, as soon as we get about 5 minutes after the series start time, I'll send it out because that'll be about 5 minutes before our actual start time. We're just gonna wait around here. There's not really much to do. We just have to wait for the series and wait for both teams to be ready. We have time. We don't have to worry about too much about one team or the other being a little bit late. But again, we're just waiting for these teams to join in. We're going to be a bit late for this one, but again, I don't have a problem. I'm in no rush. I'm just like, I just went to a server and saw some weird messages. Anyways, we're just gonna have to kill time here. I can't speak. How are you guys doing down there? Hopefully everybody's doing well. There's not much to do. Just talk to me about kind of how your life is. Do you have any plans on the weekend? Anybody in chat? You have any plans on anything to do, or because I'd love to hear about it. You guys have like plans? Because for me, I have some plans for commentary stuff, but it doesn't matter about me all the time. I don't want to talk about myself too much. I want to talk about you. Anything that you all have to say. Fun, because you might be doing some really cool things. I'd love to talk about that kind of stuff. Especially as we wait for both these teams to confirm that they're in the lobby. You're getting ready for your first on the game. Nice. And guess what's that stream will be on? This one, the sportiest stream. Yeah, I'd love to, I'm gonna have to see Team Sinister play Neat Vibes. You're playing for Team Sinister, I know that. So interested in a matchup. You said to expect a lot out of you, so I'm expecting double flip resets. I'm expecting double taps. I'm expecting triple taps. I'm expecting you to hit the nasty goals. I'm joking. But I am expecting some good performances from these teams. Because the last series of the week, the series of the weekend are pretty far apart from each other, so There's going to be a good amount of time just to kind of get those series going. Oh, there's Spyro. My goodness, you guys are a little earlier than you said you would be. Let's get this prediction poll going then. Because now we just have to wait for Zero Gravity Base to join in. Once Base joins, we can get the series going. It's the same 3 players as well: Spyro, Bloodwolf, and a Chronic. Oh, hey, there's Coach Missouri. How you doing? If your team don't win, you will retire. Wow, you're putting a lot on the line there, man. Putting a lot on the line there for just this matchup. Goodness. I've heard players say that before. Like, I've heard players say something about like how they're gonna retire. Never heard a coach say it for their players. Never heard a coach go, "Yeah, I'm gonna retire. My players they didn't win today." A unique line. You know, when you do commentary for long enough, you hear everything. Sounds like we're throwing. I hear some team sabotage here. Saboteur. As again, we're still waiting for Base to jump in. They have up to 15 minutes past the match start time to get themselves in the game. As oh, I think they actually might be joining soon, which will be nice. Oh, they're having internet issues. Well, as soon as they fix that, we'll be good to go. Again, what are you saying? I would like to say it would be. Dang, coach. All right. He's telling me who to focus on. Spyro, apparently. All right. I just see a lot of the team going after each other. I love this. Again, we're going to be very close to getting ourselves started here. As that prediction poll is growing and growing. My goodness, there's a lot of votes. And so far, all of them are for Benevolent Team Chronos. Will someone vote against them? Even as much as 10 points will do a lot. And you can earn all 2,200 of the points currently put in the Chronos pot. Oh, you just flirt with the goalpost. And that can be taken out of context. No, I get what you mean. I get what you mean. You make it to okay, you know what? You guys are all so mean to each other. I love this. I love this. The teams going after each other here. Before Benevolent Team Chronos disband based on whatever in the world's happening tonight, which they won't. I think we'll be getting the series started soon enough. As again, I need to confirm one thing right now. As we're just one more confirmation. We'll be getting ourselves in here soon enough. As soon as I get confirmed on something, which will be who Zaya's is. Give you a second as well. Oh, great. We're all having to do last minute things. That's fine. We have time. You have time. I just need to figure out who Zaya's is in the lobby right now. As soon as I do that, we'll be good to go. Just make sure I get it. Again, just making sure that everything. Oh, you need to use the bathroom? Of course, that's fine. Also, I misspelled Drug Lord's name. It's Digita. Why did I say digital? Hey, you know what? I'm gonna go back to this screen and fix it. You know, it literally doesn't matter anymore. Why is there an L? I don't know. There you go. Fix your name. Yeah, just waiting again. One more confirmation here from Spyro as well. They just went to the bathroom. As soon as they get back, we'll be good to go. As, again, this series will be a best of 5, just like the last one. The last series of the night as well. Just again, they're taking a bathroom break, so we pause, let them have that happen, let them do it before the series. It's a good idea to do it before the series than during it. As soon as we get confirmation on everybody being back, we'll get ourselves started soon enough. And I've also confirmed that Zai's is Matt. So, I think I'm just gonna call him Matt, because that seems to be his name everywhere else. It's fine, we got Benevolent back. You know, 2 matches in a row. It's not uncommon that teams do this. And Spyro's now back, and that's nice to see you, Spyro. Welcome back. We're a little late, but it's not a big issue. Ooh. Let's spell correctly. There we go. Good luck. Everybody have fun. It's a best of 5 series. It's a black line up prospect series. Benevolent Team Chronos trying to hold that #1 spot as the competition only gets tougher here against Zero Gravity Base, who's looking to get themselves away from that relegation zone. Nothing confirmed yet in this league, as we're now kickoff. Chronos had a bad warm-up match between Strikes of Chaos Scarlet. They lost in a sweep as Scarlet just controlled the series against them. Against Zero Gravity Base, they'd like a different result. As now Chronic. Trying to make it early here. This one over. Digita towards the net. Odin gets a stop. Where's the follow-up? Won't come in just yet. Spyro, though, off the sidewall. No second touch. They're back by Odin. Bloodwolf. Back pass. No, in fact, he'll just take it himself. He has himself as an option. He'll look for the dribble away, but he misses the second touch. Digita off the back wall in front for Matt. Spyro gets the dunk through, and that was open for him, but he went to the corner boost. You think he should have just shot there? That net was open. Wide open. Doesn't get the goal from it. Matt. Infield for Digita, but beaten by Chronic. Saving the line by Odin. Zero Gravity Base. Having to play with a lot of defense right now as Chronos seems to turn up this game's the gear. Than the game they had against Scarlet. Spyro. No shot. Instead, we'll actually look for a dunk play, but he can't get that either. Zero Gravity Base on offense. Digita will leave it off for Odin. No shots from base. Odin will win this 50-50, though. The Spyro can clear it out. Again, for Zero Gravity, it's fine. It's difficult to even get a shot. That might actually be their first shot. Is that first shot this game? Yeah, that is their first shot this game. I thought it was. Zero Gravity Base have just not been able to break out, and Chronos have. Chronos will score first. It's Bloodwolf to get the goal. Yeah, had a crazy game for the last series where he had to make multiple crazy saves to even give his team a chance in overtime. They couldn't win it, but in this one he starts his team off well with the goal. Zero Gravity Base will look to respond to this. Team Chronos right now with the pressure. A Chronic. With a dribble. 50-50. Can't get through Digita. A Chronic. Though has a sidewall. Gonna look for the solo play. Now it's gonna be a pass out to Bloodwolf. But a miss. A Chronic. To Spyro. You can see Chronos. Even when their first option doesn't always work necessarily, they still have backups. They still have plays they can rely on. Is now Chronic off the back wall. Odin with a touch over Bloodwolf to Digita. I'm gonna clear out. We'll get the pinch too. That will be very useful to get some momentum going. A shot here. Gets through a Chronic. Digita. We have the goal here to help Zero Gravity Base keep this game close. As Spyro here goes off the back wall, expects the ball to roll its way up. Instead it bounced straight back out to Digita. And there's nothing you can really do if you're Chronic in that situation. You have to wait for it. Maybe you could have hugged that post a little bit more, but the player in front of that net, they have that free shot like that. How are you supposed to respond? As now a shot here from Odin. Close, but not in yet. Zero Gravity base. Representing the Zero Gravity organization that has been on my stream for a while now. Well, sorry, that I've known for a while now. The first ever org I ever came in contact with. As in this matchup, gonna break out Odin to clear. Odin towards the net, saved away by Chronic. Benevolent Team Chronos now sitting in their own half, have to watch out for the plays that base can make. Matt drop down, but Spyro beats out Digita. Shot saved away by Odin, follow through not in. Spyro will get this one and he won't miss the net now. Took him, I think, 3 different chances to get that goal, but finally one does go in as base just crumbles in front of his very own eyes as his shot's just a little too good for them to handle. Benevolent Chronos leading this game, very different than what they had last series. Iconic misses this base with Odin a pass in front, but Bloodwolf will clear it as a demo from Spyro will open up space and allow that clear to come through. As this one missed by Benevolence! Odin will just get our goal here for free as Benevolence, a lapse in judgment from the last defender, I believe that was Spyro. Tilted too far backwards. I think he wanted a touch to redirect it off his own back wall, near his corner. The ball could be kept safe, but instead misses it entirely. And that one, which was just kind of a throw and a dump and chase, instead becomes a shot, which then becomes a goal. Zero Gravity Base here given a chance to get a lead in this game. Bloodwolf misses the clear. Just a ploy for a Chronic to get this one out, but Digita responds with a clear of his own. Spyro up with it. Digita doesn't want to beat him in the challenge. Matt off the back wall. Zero Gravity. I said, this game, while on paper it might seem like Chronos is just by far and away better, they really aren't. The only teams, again, the only teams they've played against and won were the teams that are much lower than them right now. And you can see Zero Gravity giving them a run for their money because it's Matt coming in with his first goal of the game. Zero Gravity base now have the lead as Odin went for a Goomba stomp play, and then you could see a team bump between a Chronic and Spyro, and that left the net wide open. Zero Gravity base now have a chance to take game 1 in this series. The Chronic off the back wall. Gonna try to get a second touch, Matt. Not the touch he wanted. Spyro under the challenge. Second touch doesn't reach it past Odin. And Matt with a booming clear, but it only stops by Chronic part way there. A Chronic beats 1. Final seconds, and Benevolent need a goal soon. That net was actually open for them. And so what? My goodness, they're gonna get a pinch out. That is a lot of power for a pinch like that. So Gravity looking to create opportunities. Final seconds though for Benevolent. They need to score here. Digita saves Zero Gravity some headaches. The ball is still up. It's still in front. A Chronic with a pin it against Bloodwolf with a pinch of his own, and Zero Gravity finally, that ball was in front of the net. They let it drop by just touching it past all the defenders. They will take game 1 in this series. A good start for Zero Gravity base. They're looking to get a winning record at some point in this season, and right now, this would be their chance of doing it. A good chance as well, going against a team like Benevolent Team Chronos. We're about ready to go to game number 2. I just clicked the wrong thing. Just noticed that. Benevolent now down 0-1 in the series. How many people have them winning this, but against their Gravity base, they win it in the end. Benevolent had some good offense though. 5 shots from Bloodwolf. Was able to score the first goal of the series, but other than that for Chronos, really not a lot to talk about. As Zero Gravity plays base wins with their defense. 7 whole saves on the 9 shots of Chronos. And even without many saves, they still had good offense for base. Bad server? It is not a bad server. They're just having internet issues on the side. Internet issues here for Zero Gravity. They said it would be an issue during this series, and that they would let me know if it ever became bad enough. But no, they do just have weird ping. Or do you mean Benevolent? I don't know about Benevolent, but they played a series before this, so... and they didn't have any complaints, so I'm assuming that the servers are fine. But again, servers, I did change servers between those matches, so who knows. Benevolent now in game 2. Not the start they wanted today. They lost 0-3 to Strikes of Chaos Scarlet in a show match. And it was meant to be a warm-up for this series. Now against base, they could lose this as well. Matt, get that chip over Chronic, but Chronic beats him. Chronic, no boost. Gonna keep that ball, try to pin it against the corner. Bloodwolf misses this. Odin with a dribble. Well, a 50-50 as well. Digita, wide swipe, demos Bloodwolf in the process. Right now, sitting a little further back, he is Benevolent Chronos! And a Chronic, all it takes is one smart player from him. He's a scary player to be seen because sometimes he can pull off these kind of plays. He's very elusive. He knows how to make players bite. Skillers, what rank is this? This is about Champ 1, I believe. Champ 1, maybe Champ 1 to Champ 2, I think. D3, C1. Okay. I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt here. Chronic. Caught away. Glad to be cleared by Digita. Matt's a respawn with a clear of his own. Spyro. Pop up, but gotta follow this, and base will beat him to it. But no goals yet for base. Again, their offense doesn't nearly have the same output as Benevolent Chronos. Saying that Chronos don't also have the same kind of shooting accuracy that Zero Gravity base have, so it's kind of an interesting trade-off here from both these teams. You want to shoot a lot, or do you want to shoot do you want to shoot very accurately? I'm gonna see that kind of battle as a fight back and forth here for this one. Spyro to clear, but it's only read by Odin, who will put it back in that Benevolent half. This one bounced over Bloodwolf. That is open! Where's the shot from Zero Gravity base? No one wanted to challenge that. When opportunities like that where the net is open, you had two players there for base. Why didn't they not shoot it? But Odin here, he makes up, I think, for that mistake in the front. And he will get the goal here for Zero Gravity base. A double commit from Chronos. And it's mistakes like those that will allow teams to come back against you. Zero Gravity. Tie up the game 1-1. Last game they went down early as well. Couldn't take the lead until very late. This game they're trying to make it a little bit earlier, a little more dominant, but generally in series they get closer and closer as you go on. I say that, but then again, Game 5s have a history on my stream of being very one-sided. This one up, Spyro up 2. Met by base defender. Matt's demoed. Spyro will leave it for a Chronic. A Chronic, scary on the ball, even scary off the ball, but looking for a dribble play. Odin waits for it, and he gets the clear out. Digita, back pass to Odin, but Zero Gravity, miss rotation. Odin has to get the clear. Bloodwolf puts it in the corner, but Odin reads it. A Chronic, though. Strong shot. Matt stands his ground. Odin. Bloodwolf. Odin will get this one away, far and away from that orange half. Will actually go towards the Benevolent net, and they have to actually make a save there. As now Odin going for demos. See if Zero Gravity base can make anything of it. Digita fakes it, allows a follow-up shot, but Matt is too weak. A Chronic will not worry about it. He's instead going to go for a dribble here. Flick past Odin. Digita coming in to hopefully clear away the situation, but the Chronic was still on it. And so is Spyro here, but Matt wins the challenge. Bloodwolf, awkward back foot positioning. Matt downfield to race the ball. Not on target, but this one is. Odin scores again. Zero Gravity base, fight back, and now have the lead in this game. And just like last game, it comes in later in this game. But not nearly as late as last time. They have 91 seconds to hold this lead. As you guys are talking about Phoenix and Dominuses, and and how to changing cars. I don't really ever change cars all that often, so to add to what you guys are talking about, it's just never been a thing. When I started playing, I played on the Takumi actually, because it was the coolest looking car in my opinion. Then I went to Octane. For a very short amount of time, I was a Dominus main. I actually had some really good defense on the Dominus. But after that, as soon as I got my hands on a Fennec, I actually started out being a burnt Sienna Fennec. I just never left the Fennec ever since then. Sometimes I play on other cars, see what they're like, but I've never not mained the Fennec ever since I started maining it. Spyro, the dribble, but Digita to clear it back. Bloodwolf with the dunk. Bloodwolf getting chased by Digita. He'll take the boost on the blue side, on the orange side, but offense for Zero Gravity. Matt across for Digita, but he misses. Odin needs to be a bit careful. His teammates have committed. Digita with a challenge in front, but he doesn't read it. Spyro. Final seconds. Will they even get a shot here, Team Chronos? Well, they have to make it the whole length of the field, and first they have to read this. They won't. Zero Gravity Base now up 2-0 in the series. Zero Gravity Base could sweep the #1 team in the group tonight. They're one game away. It's gonna be a tough day. This is gonna be a tough night for Chronos. Series 1 did not help them. They lost in a sweep to Strikes of Chaos Scarlet. Game 2, man, this could be the exact same thing, and it will feel even worse because playing against a team in the Blackline Championship Series, this series matters a lot to them because it's only going to get tougher at the end of the season. They were blessed with a nice early season run with some pretty easy teams, some weaker teams, I should say. Not easy teams, because there's no easy teams in this league, but some weaker teams, I would say. But ultimately, against Zero Gravity Base, it seems like Base has their kryptonite. I think that kryptonite really is just being able to put those shots away. Chronos have just not been able to do that. You're not a weak team. No, there are no... Oh, wait, no. He's saying Typhoon. Typhoon, which team are you on, then? I haven't seen you play in Blackline. If you are playing in Blackline. Benevolent here. Need to win this series. To keep that #1 spot. If they lose, very likely someone below them is going to catch up. But no, I will say, so far this season, though, the only teams that Benevolent Chronos have won against are the teams that are in the last place position, the second to last place position, and the third to last place position. It's an 8-team league, and they still have to and the only team they've lost to is the team that's currently in the 4th position. So, and for reference, Zero Gravity Base is, I believe, in the 5th position. So it's not going to get easier for these guys. As after this, they have to play the second and third rated team this week at least. Obviously, that will change after this matchup. Spyro. Getting bumped away by Matt, but still gets the flick out. Chased down by Digita, who will very nearly own goal on himself, but the Gravity Base survive on defense, and really, they've been able to survive on their defensive side without having to worry, because the shots from Benevolent Team Chronos have just not been there yet. If Benevolent can start getting more scary shots, I think you can start seeing them pushing Zero Gravity Base back further and further. But right now for Base, they're content with letting this offense come at them because they can handle it. Spyro. Cleared away by Matt. Zero Gravity Base, very close to sweeping their opponents here tonight. As a Benevolent Team Chronos, a good start to their season, but this later end could really expose some of their holes on defense, some of the weaknesses they have. Bloodwolf, cleared back by Odin. Odin, maybe another touch, keeps it high. Odin, still Odin, looking in front for Matt. Odin to Matt, Matt off the post and out. As a Chronic has stopped moving, and it's probably a lag issue. I mean, he was having some ping issues earlier, so makes sense those might continue. But unfortunately for his team, they still have to play even down a player. As now, Digita, my goodness! Looked like he was going to go for a bounce shot here. When I said he dribbles on top of his guard, and he gets the perfect placement on that one. A perfect shot from Digita, Drug Lord. And Zero Gravity Base, just like that, take the lead. And official Spade coming with the follow. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Sportia stream. As Chronic clear away. Benevolent have to find a way back in this one. Odin infield pass, but Digita's there. Chronic. Light touch. And really, if there's anybody that's got to pull this team together, it might be a Chronic. He is a surprisingly mechanical player. I know it's not just because he's named after a pro who's already known for his mechanics. No, he's actually quite mechanical. He's got some great talent, but it only comes in flashes here. Need to see Benevolent Team Chronos utilize that, not for solo plays, but instead for team passes, for passing multiple players, for jukes, for dribbles, being able to do maybe some of the fancier things and get past defenders. The Zero Gravity Base just doing the simple things a little better, such as shooting. Chronic has stopped moving again. As a Zero Gravity Base now trying to find another goal. They're not letting up, even with this game kind of starting to fall apart for Benevolent Team Chronos. A 2-0 lead for Zero Gravity. Yeah, I believe you're right. I think Chronic has disconnected here. And unfortunately, the Blackline Championship Series rules do state that we continue this game, even though Chronic is having issues. Good signs of respect here from Zero Gravity Base. Willing to wait to see if the issues will fix themselves. Again, both teams waiting to see if Chronic will reconnect. Base, though, if this scoreline continues, they'll take the series in a sweep. As, Benevolent just have to wait here, and really, more likely they actually have to play because Zero Gravity Base will win. Although Zero Gravity looks like they're actually going to put it in their own net. That is a massive, that's great signs of short sportsmanship here. If they're going to put the ball in their own net. They did miss that. Digita, he was going to go for a flick. This game is completely falling apart on us. Bloodwolf. And will Zero Gravity Base let the ball go in? No, Digita saying no. Chronic's still disconnected. Again, he can reconnect and keep playing, but unfortunately there are no resets in this series. There's Bloodwolf. A light touch here on Matt. As it does look like these teams just gonna let this game tick out, and so long as the scoreline stands, Zero Gravity Base will sweep their opponents. Unfortunate game 3 here, but there's nothing we can do about it. Zero Gravity Base will win in one of the strangest fashions I've ever seen. You know, an unfortunate end to this series because it really did look like Team Chronos may have started to get something there at this game, but Zero Gravity Base with an ultimate win. In the end, a 3-0 sweep. As, again, the Blackline Championship Series rules. If I were to read it word for word, which I can find, I'm going to look here and actually read it to you word for word. Wherever it is, where is it? There you go. Should a player disconnect from the game? Again, it says, should a player disconnect from the game less than 30 seconds into the match, or before the first goal is scored, the game will be restarted with the same players. If either events have occurred, the game will continue. Unfortunately, that means, again, in wild fashion, Zero Gravity Base will win. again, technically that would be it, but Zero Gravity Base is offering to restart Game 3. Again, massive signs of sportsmanship here from them. But, oh, Falcons is here. Hello, Falcons. How you doing? Yeah, an unfortunate ending here for Benevolent Team Chronos. They come on stream, they play 2 matches, and they lose them both of them in sweeps. And this one, they ended out this game with a disconnect that ultimately meant that there's nothing they could do. Oh, what happened, Falcons? You all right down there? Oh, are you all right, man? I hope you're doing well. I know. Anything happen? Yeah, we are hearing from Team Chronos as well. That's going to be it. They're going to call it here. We have Fearless Sweep for Zero Gravity Base in the end. Again, a strange way to win, but I mean, you get your wins however you can. Oh, you got follow botted. What? Oh, tell everybody about the follow bot session, I guess. Yeah, we're gonna get an interview with Zero Gravity Base to end off tonight. Again, it's almost crashed your stream. My goodness. People sometimes, I can't believe them. Yeah, we got through those all 3 games. Yes, yeah, it was a sweep. Zero Gravity Base swept Team Chronos. Mayhem, if you're wondering what the result was. We are gonna see if we can get Base in here for an interview. To end out this night. Again, we are making sure we're going to get the Zero Gravity Base players in the voice call first before we get this interview going. I also see Reaper Den's here. I just noticed that Reaper Den. Hello, Reaper Den. I'm assuming you're joining in from Falcon's stream. Thanks for the support, Falcons. But again, we're just waiting for everybody to get in. As we're making sure that we can get Zero Gravity Base here for the interview, the final interview of the night, to end off the stream. 2 sweeps. A tough day for Benevolent Team Chronos. But, you know, you get a win. It's a good win as well. It's an important win because it's a big win against an opponent that, so far this season, looks pretty good. Okay, as they're joining in, welcome Zero Gravity Base. Seems like one of you left. Wait a second. Here. Should we have him back in? Okay, we're just gonna confirm one more. Yes, I know they're muted. Don't worry, I'll unmute them soon enough. Oh, now we have. Oh, there he's back. And now someone else has left. Oh, no, they're back. Okay, cool. All right, everybody's here in one place. We got all our ducks in a row. Hey guys, congratulations on your win tonight. Did you take me through kind of your feelings? I know kind of ended in a bit of a weird way, but you took down the #1 seed. That must make you feel at least somewhat happy about it.
Man, I am. I mean, excited. But I ain't played the game in like 5 days. I'm impressed. Anything good came of this.
Digita is admitting that he's washed, but you know I get it. I'm a caster. I am always washed, so you have it better
I've
than I do.
only been playing for 4.5 months.
Nice. Hey,
I was
congrats
to
on
get
that. That's
back on,
good
so
growth.
it's been all new to me, I guess.
Hey, I get it. But again, a big win. Odin, when you came into the series, because you had probably some of the biggest impact in the series, you got some pretty crucial goals and assists in there, and starting in game 1, it was never an easy battle for you, but you guys took over. What did you guys tell each other to kind of get these comebacks? Because Benevolent, many times what they would do is they would score first, but over time you guys would pull it back in your favor and would win the series out that way. What do you think? What do you think you guys had that just kind of gave you that grit, that determination to beat Team Chronos?
I'd say
Odin?
our pure chemistry. We worked really well together off the bat when we were first introduced. And I want to say, since we didn't play too much together, that the first game was kind of a warm up to us. So after that, we started to get going on a train.
Yeah, and I like that again.
That first game was my first in the last week. Took me a hot minute to get mechanics, but I warmed up as the match went on. We're using good comms and we're able to communicate fluidly to achieve our goal.
As well, and Matt, I want to ask you this as well. I mean, you guys, you know, you're trying to. I think your fight was before the series, kind of, if you could keep yourselves away from that relegation. But with that win against Chronos, now you're trying to fight to see if you can get further on into the playoff standings. What kind of aspirations do you think this team should have? What do you think they should just like kind of do in this season? What do you think you want to looking for right now in the Blackline prospect series?
Who wants to answer first?
I was asking Matt.
Matt, yeah.
Oh man, this is not good. I think we should grow in confidence. Cause like at the start of the game, we're like, we all thought we were gonna lose because like they're #1, and then we started getting chemistry and confidence up.
I mean, hey, it comes with the confidence, and I want to hear just if any of you want to chirp in about this, like what it means to be confident, to have that confidence. Because as time went on, you guys did look better and better, but you know, I think you had to take the confidence to do that. How confident? What does confidence do to your team and your playstyle?
I'd say it allows one person to perform while the others can successfully have their back in case they don't, and vice versa, I'd say.
I would say the greatest confidence comes in being confident in your teammate, not so much yourself. Yes, being confident in yourself so that you can not hesitate, make a shot, just play it. That is a strong aspect of gameplay. But I think the stronger aspect of gameplay is being able to trust your teammate and instead of going for the ball, be like, oh, yeah, he's got this. I'll let him get this clear. I'll play off of it or whatever may need to happen. But just not thinking your teammate's going to suck and miss, which, you know, we all will miss. But that confidence puts you in a better positioning for a play when they succeed, making the team succeed.
I like what you're saying again. Well said there. Especially, you gotta be again. The only way a team will work is if they play like a team. Well, again, congratulations on your win, a 3-0 sweep against the #1 seed. I don't know how many people saw that coming, but definitely not the prediction because the prediction was going in Chronos' favor. But you guys won it out. You got it in a 3-0 sweep as well. Again, massive win. But before you go, I want to hear from all three of you if you have any shoutouts. We'll start with Matt, and we'll go down the line here. Any shoutouts you have, Matt?
Shout outs like to my teammates or like
You can shout out anybody.
anybody.
Family, friends, God, all
A
that stuff.
plug
Matt.
in, a shout out, anything
Yeah.
like that.
I know it's a lot of pressure. You need time to think, man.
Yeah.
Okay, here we'll go to Odin then. Do you have any shoutouts? We'll go back to. We'll get back to you. Don't
I'd
worry.
like to thank both my teammates for having my back after I'd fuck up or something. Just being there when I mess up or being there for open shot, open pass, just anything in the game, honestly.
Nice. Digita, do you have any shoutouts yourself?
First, I'd like to shout out my team for just generally being able to keep the comms clean and clear. Uh, the well communication. I mean, you don't find that very often. And secondly, I'd like to shout out a player that taught me very early on, still in gold, Noob669. He really taught me how to play the game mentally rather than physically.
I'm happy to hear that again. Yeah, and now Matt, have you gotten all your shoutouts ready? Have you gotten everything listed?
Yeah. So first,
Right.
my teammates, of course. Yes, they did very well this game. All did very well this game. My friend Michael, he showed me how to play the game. He showed me all like the mechanics and rotations, my comms. So shout out to Michael and my teammates.
Love it again. A big win, a 3-0 sweep. Congratulations. This is definitely a statement to the rest of the division you all are playing in and all are competing in. Again, congratulations. Have an amazing evening.
Yeah,
You too,
you have a
Sporty.
great one, man.
Yeah, you too.
Again, a massive win for Zero Gravity Base. A tough day for Benevolent Team Chronos. They lost 3-0 in both the matches tonight. You keep thinking I'm talking to you. I am not talking to you, Matt, but yeah, I'm talking to you now, I guess. So, you know what? You got me to talk to you. Good job. Sounds so confusing. Again, we have... Again, what a great end to the night. Gonna be ending the stream here. Oh, I'm just having to message someone right now. See if I can... Okay, I'm having to message someone right now. Sorry about that. Bad timing. Just wondering when there'll be a twos league. Man, you're not the. Yeah, I've heard. I know Reaper. You're literally not the first one to say it tonight. I had someone earlier today say that. You're not the first person to ask about a twos league. I know I'm waiting too. After Indie Gaming League, there really are no twos leagues anymore. I had Rebel of Zero Gravity. Strikes Chaos Scarlet, who played earlier today, although he didn't play. Mentioned to me before the series, hey, we really need a twos league, and yeah, there is none right now for Rocket League. I'd love to see a twos league open up. Again, a good night though. Everybody, enjoy yourselves. Take care. I'm gonna be ending the stream here tonight. Again, have a good night, everybody, and enjoy yourselves. You'll have a good weekend. Everybody have a good weekend. It'll be fun for me. It should be fun for you. I'm gonna need some rest though. And it was a good night though. I'm so happy to be streaming here. Thank you all so much for being so supportive. Thank you, Falcons and Reaper Den, and all of you others who have stuck around on the stream. And thank you to the teams that have joined. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We got some interesting matches there. As we get this stream going. Yeah, good night, everybody.